Good evening, my terrified listeners. You must put your headphones and must turn the volume to the maximum because today I will tell you a story about the pass of the devil. One day, a group of expert hikers decided to venture into the rural forest of Russia, a hike they would regret having done. It was January 28th and the excursion was about to start. But Yuri, one of them, gets sick and as a consequence couldn't stay with the group. He decided to stay resting, but later he didn't imagine that this would save his life. He courted love, say goodbye and start the trip with the group, but the weather conditions forced them to deviate from the original route. For that reason, they decided to set up a camp until the weather improved. They took pictures and made notes without knowing that this would be the last thing they would do. Mysteriously, at midnight, they left the camp, scared, leaving everything aside to face more than just 30 degrees Celsius, and entered a dangerous area where they wouldn't have chance of survival. Nobody knew more of the hike group, until that 2 weeks later his relatives demanded a search. The rescue group saw the camp area with a terrifying scene. The tents were destroyed and covered in snow, but there was no trail of the excursionists. 2 months later, the corpses were found. One had broken ribs and hadn't tongue. Also, radiation was found on his clothes. The corpse wounds were like damage by a car accident but without superficial wounds, as a result of something impossible. The case files are hidden and the case was closed because nobody finding answers. At the final autopsy, it was determined that they had white hair and they were blind when they were found. Now, we go with the theory, my dear and cowardly listeners. So, it's known that USSR military experiment with a series of processes to compete with the CIA of the United States. They kidnapped people and subjected them to radiation, as a consequence transforming them into a human mutants that would murder to starve. It is believed that two bodies that were not found became these, and that the tortured bodies were subdued by these creatures. Another military crime the USSR tries to hide. But why was the only survivor killed after finding things that didn't belong to the hikers? Why disappear of evidence? Maybe they are looking for us, to kill us, now that you and me know it. Sweet dreams, my dears.